Their networks are not contacts. They are extensions of their ability to impact, multiplied by brilliant minds. Their thoughts are not private. They are drafts of realities that others will experience as destiny. A message from his secretary can close operations without further words. Patience is not passivity, it's preparation, because they know that the perfect opportunity requires perfect preparation. The silences in his meetings are more revealing than 1,000 speeches. His desk is cleaner than the history of some banks. Money is not the end, it's flow, a current that they direct towards the materialization of impossible visions. Elegance is not in his clothes, it's in the precision of his movements. Change is not interruption, it's evolution, because they see in each transformation the opportunity to lead the future. Their words are not expressions, they are creations, because each phrase materializes abstract ideas into tangible reality. The trips he takes are not tourism, they are silent advances. Discipline is not sacrifice, it's investment, because each small present renunciation becomes future freedom. The paths he takes are not marked on the GPS. While others celebrate achievements, he is already building the next one. Failure does not define them, it refines them. The power he emits is not seen, it's intuited. Simplicity is not lack, it's abundance, because only those who master complexity can create elegant solutions. They don't collect objects, they collect moments when they said yes when everyone else said no. He doesn't walk fast because time runs at his pace. Their emotions do not control them, they inform them. Their investments are not bets, they are certainties in disguise, because they see futures that others confuse with fantasies. Their objectives are not ambitions, they are commitments, because they operate with the intensity of those who do not accept alternatives. Ambition is not desire, it's responsibility, because they understand that their ability to create implies the obligation to do so. Simplicity is not reduction, it's distillation, because the most powerful concepts can be explained in a sentence. Like pressure that turns coal into diamonds under extreme conditions. Their decisions are not impulses, they are conclusions, results of analysis that others would take months to complete. Intuition is not luck, it's the sum of 1,000 patterns they processed while others only saw numbers. The walls of his office have acoustic and strategic insulation. The crystal in his room reflects as much style as discipline. Reputation is not image, it's history, built with consistency between what they promise and what they deliver. The respect he generates is not demanded, it's imposed. Their mistakes are not failures, they are data that refine mental algorithms that others would take decades to develop. While the city sleeps, he reviews the markets that will dictate the future. His rest is not leisure, it's part of the plan. Each person around him is part of a bigger move. Control is not domination, it's influence. The ability to create conditions where others make the right decisions. Their thoughts are not ideas, they are seeds, because each concept is designed to grow and transform into tangible reality. Patience is not a virtue, it's a strategy, because they know that perfect timing is worth more than speed. The breeze entering his balcony was calculated when building it. Confidence is not a feeling, it's calculation, based on probabilities that they process faster than computers. Their alliances are not transactions, they are transformations, because each partnership creates value that neither could generate alone. Because their subconscious analyzes variables that the conscious mind cannot handle. Power is not possession, it's responsibility, because they understand that every acquired ability implies the obligation to use it. Innovation is not invention, it's connection, because they see relationships between ideas that others keep fragmented. The piano plays softly as the plan for the next quarter is projected. He does not publish his life is commented on in low voices among elites. Learning is not a process, it's a state, because they maintain active curiosity that turns every experience into knowledge. Quality is not the standard, it's the signature, because they understand that constant excellence is their personal brand. Knowledge is not accumulation, it's transformation, because they know that information without action is lost potential. Resistance is not the enemy, it's a trainer, because each obstacle strengthens exactly the necessary capabilities. Failure is not the end, it's feedback, valuable data that others pay fortunes to obtain. Contracts are signed on islands where others only go to rest. Quality is not the goal, it's identity, because they understand that constant excellence is the only way to maintain relevance. Their alliances are not conveniences, they are constructions, because each partnership builds unique possibilities. The walls of his meeting room are shielded with agreements. Their objectives are not dreams, they are destinies, because they operate with the certainty of those who have already experienced the result. His personal assistant has more power than several directors. Their alliances are not conveniences, they are architectures of power that redesign entire industries. Change does not scare them, it excites them. There are no frames with phrases, only expansion maps. Because they know that the perfect opportunity finds those who are completely ready. Communication is not exchange, it's construction. Because every conversation builds bridges towards shared futures. The silence of his house is not emptiness, it's absolute focus. Each button on his shirt cost more than an average rent. Their words are not communication, they are construction. Because each phrase builds bridges towards shared realities. Failure is not the end, it's information, valuable data on what to adjust so that the next iteration is perfect. Their questions do not seek answers, they seek perspectives, because they know that the quality of the questions determines the quality of the future. The wind on his terrace sounds different. Quality is not an option, it's DNA, because they understand that constant excellence is their natural differentiator. Others look for jobs. They create entire industries where millions will find their purpose without knowing it. The questions he asks do not have an immediate answer. Simplicity is not lack, it's abundance, because they extract maximum value from minimal elements and resources. Breakfast is not routine, it's planning the next steps on the board. Where others see expenses, he sees positioning. Each action is thought 3 moves ahead. Money is not security, it's freedom. The ability to choose without external limitations that restrict vision. Their decisions are not choices, they are destinies, because they understand that each option is a vote for the world they are building. Each of his employees knows they work for a vision, not a company. The sources of his data do not appear in search engines. The scent of expensive incense marks the beginning of his most productive hour. Each letter sent has a calculated destination and a hidden objective. Taxis do not exist in his reality. Everything is discrete transfer. Power is not strength, it's influence. The ability to create conditions where others spontaneously make the right decisions. Deeper. The conversations he has are not casual. They are strategies in disguise. Silence is not emptiness, it's potential. The space where ideas that will change the world are born. Their goals are not dreams, they are commitments. Because the difference between wanting and achieving lies in the intensity of the commitment. His library is not full of books, it's loaded with bound strategies. Competition does not worry them, they study it, because they understand that rivals are masters in disguise. His meetings do not have a public agenda, but their effects are felt in stock markets. Each breakfast has a goal, each lunch a partner. Risk is not a threat, because they see in every transformation the opportunity to redefine the possible. The watches he wears do not mark fashion, they mark connection. A call from him can shake the agenda of 3 continents. Their meetings do not have agendas, they have results, because they know that clarity of purpose eliminates the need for protocols. The phones he uses are not in stores. Legacy is not inheritance, it's momentum. The force that will continue to transform the world long after their departure. The gift he gives does not cost much, but it has more meaning than jewels. The messages he sends do not have emojis, they have power. The languages he speaks are not measured in words but in figures. The present is not a prison, it's a lever, because they use the current reality as a fulcrum to move the world. His projects are not launched, they are released as covert operations. Strategy is not a plan, it's vision, because they see several possible futures and create the path to the most desirable one. Rain does not delay him, he waits for it as part of the show. The elevator opens and everyone knows it's time to shut up. Quality is not an option, it's identity, because they understand that constant excellence is the only way to maintain relevance. His conversations have no preambles. Every word was thought of before the interlocutor finishes speaking. Their systems are not methods. They are philosophies. The data he consults is not on Google, it's in his network. Knowledge is not power, it's leverage, and they know exactly where to apply force to move mountains. Watches do not mark hours, they mark commitments with key people. He does not need notifications, everything important is already planned. The words he chooses are not decorative, they are fine bullets. Because they understand that the way of thinking determines the way of living. Because the correct habits channel energy towards precise objectives. Their alliances are not transactions, they are transformations. Because each partnership creates value that neither could generate alone. Their thoughts are not casual, they are intentional. Their teams are not employees, they are extensions of their vision, multipliers of impact trained to think like them. Their priorities are not urgencies, they are investments. Because every minute dedicated correctly generates hours of advantage. Small decisions do not reach his desk. The private jet is not a luxury, it's high-level logistics. Fatigue is not physical. It's the weight of knowing that their decisions today will determine how millions live tomorrow. The sound of the scanner is as familiar as that of a symphony.